So tonight, I decided that I was just gonna follow the Google Maps suggestions. And see where they take us. Going under an overpass and over a freeway. One of these is probably a train line, but we got a little pedestrian bridge here, which is awesome. Many. So many semi-trucks coming into town. Very few of them are leaving though. I'm going to assume that I'm not allowed behind that fence. It's been a generally pretty decent assumption so far. According to Google Maps, we were going to do a nice river walk. Which was the other choice next to walking that freeway, or just next to that freeway all the way back. I didn't really feel like walking next to a freeway for several kilometers. I'm kind of excited. If you see on my shadow a little lump on my head, I'm not sick. That is my headlamp. I had to use it before I turned on the recording. Wow. And right next door. Ooh, first dog of the trip. Coming up. Seems friendly. There's your abandoned lot for the day. Want half a toilet? Got you covered. Ooh. If you need food or a top up. I've got the place for you. That's a cool looking building. Nice mosque. They sneak up on you. You're walking down these back streets, and then boom, mosque. Walk up, Cikarang. Cikarang. Ooh, that's pretty good. Orteg, Warang. This is where I just gotta hope that the road takes me where I think it's taking me. Warga. I wonder if that's a prefix or if I'm reading way too much into this. Laundry spot. Fried chicken for you. Eatery. Old back road. Right. Ooh, we got the grocery store. Another eatery. Okay. This is the river. And I believe this is the river road that we are taking back. Camera trap pile. Oh, you can see the river at least. That's a positive. caught that, but it looked like every time that one hit a speed bump, it turned a little blue light on. Ooh. And I almost turned my ankle. A cool little car wash plus food area. And there again, we are next to the river. This is a very well-traveled and put-together road. We got a big bridge. Oh yeah, that's how you get through. On this kind of ground. Oh, bats! I love bats. Let's see if we can do this with a little bit more light. Hard to see just how rocky and beat up this road is on the side. It is a surprisingly active road for Sunday night. I guess the only thing I have to compare this to these are the buses, I think. These red vans. I'm pretty sure you can jump in. And they have relatively set routes. Like the one that said it was going to take me to my hotel earlier today. I saw them all parked along the street, and one was parked literally in the parking lot of the hotel. And I was looking for buses because on the map said it was buses, but it turns out those are the buses. I have a feeling I will be using them tomorrow to get around, because I'd rather do that than keep booking moto taxis. Ooh. It smells like a carpentry shop. You can smell the sawdust and the slightly burnt wood. I don't know what that is. But it definitely is. Okay. Welcome to the river view. I'm hoping this is some sort of chemical plant. Or potentially recycling center. I like the smell of all these pallets. I guess I am wearing dark blue and black, so I can't really expect people to see me while I'm walking. Imagine this place is quite the hangout. In the shade. I'm gonna take a break from work. There's your petrol station. I'm very glad that I chose this side of the road to go down. Oh, no individual bottles of water in there. This place is popping. Ooh, beautiful. I hope that got caught. Nice. Oh my goodness. I picked the wrong time to try and cross the road, I guess. Going that way. I'm going this way. Oh. She daisy. Oh my God. This looks like a place where I would come, just end up sitting down here and watching the river for a while in the daytime. The light playing off the rapids is pretty cool. Also, this looks like a very fast flowing river, and it has not really rained that much. could use a water. I'm more or less out. It smells so nice here with all the woodworking shops. And the river is at least a neutral smell, which is pretty impressive. Goodness. The wasps are attacking. Run for cover. Very interesting. These 3-story things just kind of rear up out of nowhere. Full-blown car. I needed this. Oh. So I am 100% sure that I just found the red light district, and it goes on for a while. When I got in, all the girls that were sitting there started yelling at me, and I thought they're just catcalling me. No, apparently they're like, he's filming a video, he's filming a video. And so I had a very large man come up to me, and I said, I'll delete it. And I happened to accidentally record a shorter video, and so I deleted that one, and fortunately have my longs video still. But my heart is still racing. At the end of that stretch, there was a woman who came up and just kind of hugged me and held on to me as I was literally backing away. So I had to stop and get a little hydration. That was the most scared I felt in a very long time while doing these random walks. On the plus side, they're cool mosque. Like, I like the blue lights they got up there. Pretty cool. And we're in a little bit more family-oriented part of town now. Genuinely, I thought he was just gonna like rip the phone out of my hands. And I was like, no, I'd like to keep the video because I enjoy documenting these sorts of things. But not worth it. Not worth it. And we're back. There's an Alphamart there. Some food places. So I found out a couple of words today, which will be very helpful when ordering food in the near future. Man, this is a huge Alphamart. I think the next store over is somebody else's. It's not an Alphamart, so. Mini ATM. Oh, well, I guess. Hi. Maybe that was the mini ATM? Well, now I know where to not go. Also, I guess I understand why that river road was so well traveled. Oh. Whew. Pretty cool looking first floor garage opening thing. I get a feeling that this kind of bouncing back and forth is what we're going to be doing all the way down to the potential pedestrian bridge across the river again. I make interesting choices, so y'all don't have to. Very fancy gates. Nice areas. Oh, I just saw thunder. Lightning, sorry. Hard to see thunder. My synesthesia hasn't kicked in that hard. Another mosque. Very cool. Chicken, some sausages. I would be very curious how far like a competitive eater could make it down one of these roads if they had to eat one piece of whatever from every little food stall. Wow. That would be a video I would watch. It's been a very interesting road. Just one S-curve after the other. Just doing S-curve things. I'm realizing that I don't need my headlamp. And it's just making me look even more out of place than I already do. I figure it's better to walk just down the middle of the road. What's up? See, I just don't react right away to people yelling at me. It's like, I know that they're yelling at me. And if they weren't, they'd be using whatever the local dialect is, and I wouldn't understand them. But I've had to get used to just ignoring. Oh, wow. That's a hog. Nice. Okay. Here we are. Bike shop. Next. I think we go across. I'm down to get to the other side of this concrete river. other side once again. Ooh. Some clothes. There you go, Warteg again. It's been a long time since I felt this out of place somewhere. Ooh. Yo. That is quite the place. I really enjoy when mosques just kind of pop up. It's very interesting because you go from like bars and gates to just this big open space in the middle of this neighborhood. I think coming here so close to the Philippines has really highlighted the similarities and differences for me. Like, I know that I'm in a different country than I was a couple of days ago, but it still feels so familiar. And I definitely know that I'm not in a tourist city, which is where I was for the last couple of weeks in the Philippines. But this definitely feels more like when I was just wandering around at night in Cebu the first time I went. Or like the outskirts of town going between Dumaguete and Valencia. Just more crowded. Having a wonderful time tonight. There's your dentist. It's interesting that if you just kind of walk around, you can more or less find whatever you want to look for. And the fact that it's a beautiful night to do it, that helps too. Over the tops of these like one-story dwellings, you've got these massive, I assume, hotels or apartment complexes. What is this house? You got a castle. That's dope. Go. Another moss pop up. Big fire. Hey, place of worship. Okay, I'm pretty sure I gotta go this way towards those big buildings, but we're gonna check. Here's exactly where we need to go. I'm hoping I read this right and this goes all the way through. I think it does. Sweet. Turns out one of those big buildings from earlier might be where I'm going. Well, I can't say I don't know how to have an interesting night. Eatery is still open. Oh, yeah, that's me, right across the road there. Wow, that's fun. Also, a little main road right here we can go down. We got one last road to cross. Trust my judgment and go when I think it's clear. Like now. And then just keep walking. And we're back. That's pretty handy. So, what did we learn? We learned that if people start yelling at you in a place that definitely looks like they don't want to be exposed, maybe put the camera away instead of naively and blindly just keep going forward. The other thing we learned is there are a lot of roads that don't have a lot of obvious offshoots on them. I was expecting to have a lot more decision points, and we had like 2 or 3, which is, I mean, great for me, especially while I'm filming. I don't have to worry about where we're ending up. But yeah, that's fun. I'm gonna let the adrenaline subside because I still have a little bit of it from the contact. And we're probably gonna go to bed. I'll see you on the next one.